formally once again introduce myself. I am Dr. K. Karan Prasad, Karanba, from the Department of English. I have taken charge as faculty advisor from January 1st, 2023. That is more or less it. It's very simple. Why are we here? Let me give you a very good announcement which I already posted in WhatsApp group. That is, all the activities we will be doing in Loyola Press Club won't be an in-person activity, right? So we need to also make sure that there are activities where you can do it at your own pace, right? No, you don't have to be at a particular time, right? Like this, right? So let me make sure and then let me declare here that after today, we would directly be meeting only on the valediction ceremony, which will be somewhere in the March 3rd week or the 2nd week, right? So unless and until there is a requirement, we will meet in between. But then in-person activities, most of them are going to be optional only. All right. Okay. Right. Now, optional. I'll tell you what the meeting is. All right. Yes. Okay. Now, very quickly, get your mobile phones out. I want to have a very quick check. There are at least 10 students who have not joined the Google Classroom. Anybody like that? I have been posting a lot of information on Google Classroom. Any chemistry students here? No, right? Noel, Marvin, yes, you have not joined Google Classroom yet, right? If you have joined Google Classroom, fine. Loyola Press Club has a Google Classroom. I will tell you later why that is important. I find it easy, like WhatsApp, to get back information from you. Now WhatsApp is only a messaging platform, right? I cannot regulate information there, but Google Classroom gives me a way where I can regulate information, so it is necessary, right? So Google Classroom, make sure that all of you join. The last time I checked was 5 minutes back, 39 students out of 49 students have joined. 49 from first year, right? But then 10 students are not there. Understood that 1 or 2 students may not be there, but then still, I hope now at least all of you are joined. Second, WhatsApp group. Can anybody tell me if at all you are not in the WhatsApp group yet? Because in the last 5 days, WhatsApp group has been very busy, right? So if at all you are not in WhatsApp group yet, let me know. There's a small problem. At least 2 or 3 of you, your parents were included into the WhatsApp group, and your parents were good enough after so many information, so many messages. They messaged me personally and said, "Sir, my son's number or daughter's number is this. Why don't you add it?" And then I added your number actually. So if you have been left out, if you have not been getting any Loyola Press Club, messages from the WhatsApp group, let me know. Now is the time. I'll ask any one of the office parents to get your phone number. By the end, I could definitely get it, and then I can add you. No? Okay, great. Instagram, right? How many of you are not on Instagram? You are not on Instagram. Okay. So yes, you may not like it. It's okay. But then at least for 3 more months, hoping that you finish Clubhouse before March, for another 3 months, I want you to be in Instagram, right? So get your phones, install Instagram, use the code. That is the QR code for our own club. If you people who are in Instagram who have not yet joined Loyola Press Club's Instagram page, please do join. Few activities are going on, right? Sajid and Manish Kumaran are laughing, right? Yes, right? Yeah, so yes, smaller activities will be happening on Instagram. It would be easier for us to disseminate certain information better through Instagram. For example, infographics, right? I might easily send it through WhatsApp, but then it is always better we are on Instagram, we stay connected that way, so that we have the best of the other part of the world, right? Not only in our college, we need to connect with the rest of the world. So I think Instagram should be good enough. If you have not joined, no issues. Maybe by the end of the club orientation, you also will join, right? Okay. Now, just one request. I thought of doing this the other way. I want your undivided attention, right? Why? Today, I'm as a faculty advisor of Loyola Press Club. I'm caught between 2 things. One part of me is telling I should give all information necessary for my press club members, so that they don't lag behind, right? And I am thinking on one side. On the other side, other part of my brain is telling don't overdo, no over information, right? So I am caught between these two ideas. So what I need you people to do is give me undivided attention, so that if you nod, shake your head, I would think that okay, you have understood that, then move on to the next thing, right? So phones in your pocket, put them in silent for the next 40 minutes. 40 minutes I will give you, right? So very quickly, alright, 40 minutes, right? In your pockets, put it in silent and then keep it inside. I wanted to do it other way. I wanted all of you to put it in the bag and keep the bag away. But then, okay, when I say it in my mind, it sounds different. So yes, right, okay, great. Right, so we have accomplished joining these 3 social media platforms is important. The Loyola Press Club also has a YouTube channel which is yet to be activated, which was only started around 2 weeks back, as soon as I got inducted as Loyola Press Club faculty advisor. But then the content has to come from you people, so I'm still waiting. Instagram has been activated, at least in the last 3 days since the inauguration. A day before inauguration it has been activated. It's going on good, right? If at all you have joined Instagram already, you would know. WhatsApp, very important. Why? It's for instant information, right? Google Classroom, you could simply tell me that, sir, I did not check my email, I did not check my Google Classroom. Instagram, same is the case, right? Few of you are not even in Instagram, but WhatsApp, I believe that I can get across some immediate information to you. When I give you the wholesome presentation, you will understand why sometimes it is necessary for me to get across certain information to you immediately, right? Requirements, right? Because Monish and Ashwant here, we took them into our service through this, right? Not Monish, Chris, right? We posted a message in the group saying that a clubhouse will be given to you. Why don't you videograph or photograph the event? And then we got their contact, right? And then they are doing a great job. Can we upload them? Yes. Right? They are doing a great job. Likewise, immediately I'll be thinking of one idea, like writing a report or something. I'll immediately, what will I do? I'll immediately post it in WhatsApp, asking for requirements from you people. So that is how it works. WhatsApp very necessary. If at all you are not in it, let me know, right? Second objective, right? Okay, right. Let me introduce the office apparels of Loyola Press Club for the academic year 2022-2023. Let me please welcome Mr. Anirudran from the Statistics Department, a final year student. Anirudran and Kavin Chakravarti both have been carefully selected for this role, and then they are much better than me if you have to ask me, right? I have been working with them for the last 3 years. I would say they are much better than me. I was not like that in their age, right? So why? The necessity is this: there are at times I would need assistance not only from the members, from the office bearers also, right? There are a lot many activities going behind the scenes, background, right? See, you come here, you get a chair, you grab a chair, you sit down, right? How did Chris and Ashwin got here, right? Get here. How did the projector start working as soon as I stepped into here? How are you all here, right? So all these things who are taking care of. It is none other than Anirudran, final year statistics students, and Kavin Chakravarti. Please come to the come. So let me formally welcome Anirudran first, right? And Anirudran is being given the post of President of Loyola Press Club for the academic year 2022. And Kavin Chakravarti is from Economics Department. He's a second year student. But then he also, right, I have to say that these two people have been my guardian angel since the day I inducted them. They are watching over me. I am not watching over them. I am very grateful for these two people. Let me, introduce Joint Secretary of Loyola Press Club, Mr. So, why are we doing this in a formal function? If at all you work good, right? We have a good rapport. I find, office members of Loyola Press Club from the first year very proactive. Next year, you people can stand here like Kavin Chakravarti and Anirudran as well, right? So it's a continual thing. It does not get over with just one day. Okay. Next, we have the third agenda. Releasing of the club manual. Alright. Now, how did I conceive this manual? I have to definitely tell you. I have been a professor of English department in Loyola College for the past 6 years. This is my 6th year here. But then teaching, I'm doing it for the 7th year now. At least observing the club activities, not only press club, the club activities all over the college. I just had one problem. I put myself in the shoes of a UG student and then thought to myself, are these students getting enough information about the club activities? Right? So what did I think? I just sat down with these people, brainstormed a lot of ideas, used their help also. We have come out with a manual so that all the activities of the club are available in this. I want Manish Kumaran and Sajid to get the first copy of it. Please come, Manish Kumaran and Sajid. Don't ask me why they are special, but they have been proactive in giving out social media posts. So I thought it would be better for these two people to get the first copy. Yes, yes. Come, right. Right. Now we can go through this. I tried my level best to keep it within the balance of under information and over information. The copy will be given to you a little later. Why? I'm going to present it to you first through the presentation and then later give it to you so that you could go back home and then reflect upon what the manual is so that you understand better. Alright. Okay. Done. Right. So you should know that the club activities have already commenced. Starting with the inauguration ceremony, it will go on till the valedictory ceremony, which will be somewhere around March 24th, March 25th. We have been, this is the information you definitely need. March 27th is the last date for all club activities. I have been informed. Right? So even if you have any other thing, if you have lag in your club hours, after March 27th, nothing can be done. The activities you do before March 27th and between January 21st and March 27th are the only things that will be considered towards your club hours. Right? So we have already commenced. You should know that attendance and club hours for inauguration, club orientation have already been given to you. So it will be the same with every other club activity, right? So any other activities after this will be completely optional. Today it is mandatory. 25 of you have turned up. Inauguration was mandatory. 37, 38 of you have turned up. Hereafter, in-person activities will be very close to 1 or 2. Right, we are planning an industrial visit somewhere in the month of March and the last week of February to Polymer News or CNN, IBN news channel, right, or any one of the media houses or the production houses. Other than that, all activities will be self-paced. You'll be doing it at your own time whenever you are free. Why we should do this? Club hours is also important, but then your studies is also important, right? So you need to be able to balance. I have a very good advice for you. The best advice I have for you is that better finish your club activities in the first year, I mean this semester, and then forget about it. Meaning, forget in the sense, you can be happy doing other activities. Why? If you don't finish in this semester, you will have your outreach in the next semester, you will have other work in the next semester, and then your studies. As and when you go forward, your major papers will become 1 or 2 plus. Right now you have a 2 major, right? But then it will go on, and then you would be finding it very difficult, especially you are a science student or any other practical oriented student. You would find it very difficult to do it in the coming academic years, right? So I, kind of request you, even order you to, finish your club hours within this year, the week before March 27. Alright, okay, right. Okay, so let me quickly present you with the club activities. Very important, how many hours of service do you need in Loyola Press Club? 60 hours, right? Did you attend the inauguration? You are attending club orientation now. How many hours have you got so far? 20 already, right? So now how much should you get more? 40, that's it, right? And that is how it is, right? That is how it is. You are supposed to finish 60 hours. I will take care of it if at all you within the deadline that is given to you, you finish it. It should be smooth for us, right? When it becomes smooth for us, you don't make my job tough, right? When some WhatsApp message is posted, you respond, right? Some information is asked from you, you give that information to me. We keep that kind of a transaction. It will be good for you, it will be good for me, right? That would enable all of us first years to finish the required 60 hours in this particular semester. Once again, let me tell you, please finish 60 hours in this semester itself. Don't think that we have only 3 months left, sir, right? Realistically speaking, it's not even 3 months. Working days count it should be around 45 days, right? If you count the working days, why? Thursday is the holiday, Saturday and Sunday, Friday and Saturday, department festival, right? Next week, since you have the CAA starting from the 7th of February, the week previously, preceding the CAA week, I won't be able to engage you. There will be a lot of problems like this, right? So as and when you are able, you are comfortable to finish, attend any activity, please do finish it, right? Okay, done. Okay. Now, when you open your manual later after I give it to you, question has already been asked. One of your colleagues, another LPC member, asked me, sir, as soon as you post some club activity, you ask us, that the particular activity has a color code, right? It is for understanding of you and understanding of me about the club activities we undergo. I have divided all club activities into 3 codes, right? Now the 3 codes are yellow, green and blue, right? Blue, consider it is the toughest to get club hours. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try it, right? Why? If you do a blue color activity, the hours you get for it is more, right? You do an yellow code activity, you get only 5 hours, right? But then you do a blue code activity, you may get till 30 hours, right? Maximum I have given for a blue code activity is 30 hours. Understanding the amount of effort that is important, right? So what is this yellow, green and blue? Now your inauguration, your club orientation, your valediction, your industrial visit, all these are yellow code activities, right? Now these yellow code activities, I'll let you know that if you just attended or attempted, right? Now you do know that the social media post, a few of you sent getting a background selfie of your inauguration invite. What are you doing there? There's no scrutiny there. You sent me the photo, I gave you 5 years of club hours, right? That's it. So what you're just doing, there's no check, there's no regulation. You do what I tell you to do, that's it. Hours are given to you, right? So you come to club orientation, you come to inauguration, you come for valediction, attendance is there, done. You'll be given the hours necessary, right? But then the second step, you have green code activities where you can attempt the particular club activity which has a green code, but then you'll have to take permission from me, right? So when we look at examples, you will know why that is necessary. You have to prior permission from me, asking to me, sir, can I attempt it or shall I start doing it? You'll have to ask me. Only after they give you permission, you can complete the task and then submit it back to me. So green code activities require 2 regulations, right? Blue code regulation 3, right? You have to get prior permission from me. You will have to complete the activity, blue code activity, and then submit it to me. I will be evaluating it, right? I will evaluate it only if it passes my check and the office bearer's check. Only then club hours will be given to you. In this, club hours will be given to you when you get permission, complete the activity and then submit it to me. Club hours will be given to you. This, no no check and all. You attended, club hours will be given to you. Blue code, it has to pass the evaluation, right? I will tell you why this is necessary. You will understand it when we look at the other club activities, right? Okay. Right. So in order for you to easily understand and go through the various club activities, for your easy understanding, I have divided all club activities into 5 major categories, right? First one is lectures and events. You have, right, I'm not going by any order, lectures and events, right? Then you have writing based activities, you have content creation, you have interactive and participatory activity, you have club assistance. Members can also assist the club, office bearers also can assist the club. Why is it necessary? The thing is that not all of you will be interested in doing in-person activity. Right? Some of you might be wondering, sir, industrial visit, I am not definitely, happy about it. I want to, do things at my own task, right? Panel discussion, for an example, 4 students will be invited to talk about a subject and then others can attend it. You can ask me the question, sir, panel discussion, I don't want to, I'm a shy person, I don't want to come talk here. Maybe I want to build confidence, you can help me, sir, but then first panel discussion I don't want to do. So you cannot say that until then, how will I complete my club hours? So there are activities where it caters to the needs of all different kinds of students. Right? Some of you will be shy. Some of you will be very good at writing. Some of you will be very good public speakers. Right? Some of you will be very good at writing. Right? So I decided that I cannot focus only on writing based activities in press club. That is not our only job. Right? That's not our only job. Right? So interactive and participatory activity. Right? Just because you raise question doesn't mean that we are from press club. Right, so I wanted to balance it between many activities so that every student in the college who are part of Loyola Press Club is able to attempt activities so that they can get easy club hours. Right? I use the word easy with a little check. Easy na abhi kudutharadhulan kedayadhu, but then easy in the sense hassle free, confusion free. Right? Not much of a problem. Right? So you have content creation, lectures and even writing based activities, interactive class, participatory activity and club assistance, right? Now what Ashwant and Chris are doing are club assistant activities, right? Now not all people can be given that chance, but then like I said, whenever an activity is going to happen, I will post in the WhatsApp group about the requirements. You do remember that I posted requirement for 3 activities. Only photo and video, people did say okay to it, right? I also wanted one transcriber. Right, but yes, I will tell you later what a transcriber is. So that is how it goes. Club assistants, you can even do this and then get club hours, but then it comes with the faculty advisor's discretion where we only have requirement for so many people. We cannot accommodate everybody. Right? We cannot even experiment, right? One day you take photo, one day you take photos. We cannot also do that, right? Okay, right. So these are the 5 major categories, right? And all activities can become subcategories of these categories, right? Okay, so the first category, under lectures and events, we will go over it very quickly. All formal events are, compulsory for you to attend, right? Now there is no option for that. I am planning to do this. Students who don't attend both inauguration and club orientation, I am planning to not give them a pass mark even though they complete 60 hours. Right? I have been repeatedly posting. My job is not only being a faculty advisor. I hope you understand. Right? I am a teacher in the department of English also. I have other job to attend also. Right? So meaning I cannot be concentrating only on being faculty advisor all the time. That means there are certain checks and regulations I should keep. I think that is one check where formal events should be made mandatory. It has been made mandatory. You are all here. So those are the things: validation, club orientation, and inauguration. Industrial visit, like I told you, in the month of February or March, right? The last week of February or the first 2 weeks of March, we will be comparatively free. We will be visiting any one of the media houses or the production houses, right? I'm talking with the SIGA, Salesian Institute of Graphical Arts, Polymer TV, and also Vigadan. I'm trying to talk with them. We will go on a visit. Here 1.5 hour visit, right? We can go in batches, 15 of us and myself, you can go. We can go around, find out how a press functions. That's what we could do. So you'll be given club hours for that. Panel discussion. I will definitely post a requirement after CAA, not right now. Right? Let me tell you another quick announcement. After today, I won't be disturbing you much till the last day of second CAA. WhatsApp group will go dormant. Right? It won't go asleep, but it will go dormant for a few weeks, right? At least 1 or 2 weeks. Department Visual, CAA, etc. And after which, I'll definitely post a requirement where myself, Anirudran and Kavin Chakravarti will sit together. We will come up with topics for panel discussion. Don't think about intellectual topics, simple topics that we could discuss about. 4 of you will be chosen. We will give you the topic, 4 of you will be chosen. You can look at the topic and then say, yes sir, I want to do a panel discussion. Those 4 members will be made to sit as panelists. Other students can come. These panelists can speak about that particular topic and these people can raise questions, and then we will have a wonderful, healthy argument within a controlled environment, right? Now the only constraint with this panel discussion is that in my mind I'm thinking that we cannot have more than 2 panel discussions in this semester, right? We cannot have panel discussion every day, right? All of us have work to do. Right, this is not the only thing we are also going to do, right? So I'm planning maybe February, last week once again before the industrial visit, and once again one in the month of March before we go for the second CAA. So only 8 people get to totally, right? We could maybe raise it to the level of 10. 10 people totally can have the opportunity to be panelists, right? Rest can only listen and then ask questions, right? So decide whether you are going to be the panelist or not. It also depends upon the topic we are going to give you. We will let you know very quickly. But the requirement will definitely be posted in the WhatsApp group. Respond, right? Respond. Then lectures. Lectures can be from people who visit Loyola College and then they will talk to you on behalf of Loyola Press Club. Right? Or online videos which you can watch at your own home, and then after you watch the video, I'll be giving you some assignments to do. You can finish the assignments, upload it back, and then you'll be given club hours for it. And then also video lectures, right? So online lectures, video lectures, both of them, live online lectures or pre-recorded video lectures. Both of them may be given to you depending upon the need for the club hours towards the end of the semester itself, right? Then you have film screening. I am definitely planning to have at least 3 film screenings after first CAA, right? It will not be every day. We will make sure that it happens, before 6 p.m., right? Not too late, right? Maybe something like this, 2:30 you come, it will be a 1.5 hour movie. Anything which is related to the press, right? I have a list of movies, right? A few movies, you may have heard about it. There's a movie called Network, which is about TV, right? There's a movie called Social Network, which you may have already watched. So movies like that, I'm planning to screen it for you. It is not necessary that you just come to the film screening mandatorily, but then if you come, you'll have to give me a short review of the movie you watched. So for film screening, you'll be given separate club hours. For submitting the review, you'll be given separate club hours. All right, right. So next set of club activities, categories. Content creation. Very important. If you think you are creative enough to create content for Loyola Press Club, not only from the angle of Loyola Press Club, but then any content for that matter, you are allowed to do it. Fortunately, we have already been doing it. Right? The photos you have been posting, the videos, reels you have been posting, those are already considered as social media posts. Posts have to be sent when requested, like a request in the WhatsApp group. If at all you see, if at all you saw Google Classroom today, this morning after 10 o'clock or maybe, there are a list of sets of Google Forms posted into Google Classroom. Even if you have checked it now, you would see there are at least 10 Google Forms through which anytime I request you, you can keep posting social media posts. It can be in the format of a picture, it can be in the format of an infographic, it can be in the format of a print, it can be in the format of a video. But then it has to be a social media post depending upon the requirement we have. Then It should not be directly posted by the member. That's the only thing. Right? I am the admin of Loyola Press Club. I am the admin of YouTube channel of Loyola Press Club, and I am the admin of bloggers.com of Loyola Press Club. You give me the content, I will put your name and then I will post it after going through it for issues of sensitivity and criticism. Right? You should video or whatever. You can finish it and then submit it back to me. You will get Clubhouse that will be uploaded into the social media handles. We have YouTube, Instagram, and Blogger also. So writing, video, photos, whatever is possible, we can possibly do it. YouTube video. Once again, it has to be on topics approved by the faculty advisor, and then it has to, you have to get prior permission. The member has to get prior permission, and I have to approve it. I have to say, okay, fine, the member could continue doing a YouTube video. What YouTube video you can do? Advertisements mostly. Any particular topic, right? We will come up with a separate set of, manual after this to tell you what are the areas you could work out on. But then any YouTube video has to come to me. You should directly not upload it to YouTube and then tell me, sir, I did it for Loyola Press Club. No. You got to send the footage, video, right, editor, end result to me. You will upload it to the Google form I sent you, and then I will upload it to any appropriate social media handle the Loyola Press Club has, right? Then magazine. What are the magazines you have heard about so far? Another Vinan is a magazine, right? And Kumadam is a magazine, right? But then there are magazines, Vogue, right? Filmfare, even these are magazines. But then there are magazines which follow categories and genres, right? Some magazines focus only on celebrity, right? Some magazines focus only on mobile phones. Some magazines only focus on electronic devices, right? So, if at all you are interested in reviewing maybe 10 mobile phones that you see in the market today, right? Which has been released after January, right? If you want to post one feature story about a mobile phone, one ranking story about 10 mobile phones, right? And then one cover story about a mobile phone, one business story about a mobile company, right? If you want to do all that in one particular magazine, that magazine has to be full of these details, right? You can't just put one article and then say that it's a magazine, sir. Right? So we have strict, you can find it in the manual, even for magazine, the manual says that you have to have these many pages so that it becomes a magazine, right? And then you will have to print it and then submit it to me, but prior permission, once again, to create magazines is important and necessary. The problem is, only if you have laptops, these things are possible. If you do not have laptops, check other options. Alright, no issues, right? Then you have infographic. You know what an infographic is. Once again, get prior permission from me. Within the deadline, you have to submit the infographic to me. Advertisement, same is the case. Alright. Third category. Writing based activities. Once again, very important. If you do not have a laptop, right, you have only mobiles at your service, what you could do is that you could easily opt for any one of these two activities, right? What you are simply going to do is that there are two types of documentation. Okay, you can learn how to document. We can help you with online lectures of how to create a document or write a report. By documentation, I simply mean report writing of an event. Alright, so what is report writing? There will be activities in the college, there will be activities in the parent department, advanced policy, economics, statistics, maths, right? What you could do is, you can create a report of that particular activity and then send it to me, right? So it should be your own writing. I will have it plagiarism checked. It should not be a copied one, right? If you pick it from the internet, the plagiarism software and library is very good, really good. Right, it will tell me where, from exactly which website it has been taken or which book it has been taken. So it has to be original content. Even in content creation, I forgot to mention that point. Content creation, it has to be your original content. You cannot pick some idea from somewhere and give it to me. Right? So you can do documentation of the college level activities and department level activities, and then you could submit report to me then and there. For each report, I give you club hours. Right? Now there is a difference, individual and weekly. right? Individual is nothing but if you give me one report, club hours will be given for that one report. But then if you decide to go weekly, what you could do is you could take from Monday to Saturday. You could put all the activities that had happened in your department throughout that particular week and then give it to me as a report. You will be given more hours compared to individual report writing. Weekly report writing will fetch you more hours, right? But on the whole, what are documentation, right? Documentation simply means report writing. Alright, then you have feature stories. It may be for some other day. I'll tell you what a feature story is some other day, but then you definitely have to get prior permission from me before you start to write a feature story, right? Review writing, in your own interest, you can write book reviews, movie reviews, bike reviews, car reviews, but it has to be original content. It has to be original content. All the writing based activities will be sent to the library first because most of them are blue code activities, right? So I will have to check whether it has been plagiarized or not. I have talked to Dr. Parthivan also from library. He said, okay, fine, because I'm not expecting too many, reports from you. So it will be put through a certain process, but then it has to be original content, right? So you can write reviews on books, movies, whatever it is, and then send the review to me as a document, right? A typed document. I can go through it, evaluate it, and give you club hours for it. Translation and transcription. Translation, simple. I have loads of materials with me, which I think are worthy of being translated and understood in English also, right? So if you think you are good at translation, you are good with Tamil and English, I have some Tamil materials to be translated into English. I don't have the other side. I don't have English materials to be translated into Tamil. I only have Tamil materials that can be good and relevant to be translated into English. If at all you are interested, if you are good at Tamil English translation, if you think, come to me and give you materials for you to translate. For each document you translate, club hours will be given to you, right? Transcription is altogether a different thing where, now imagine this, after the club orientation is going to be over, after the first CAA, I am going to post a requirement in the WhatsApp group saying that I want 2 transcribers. Now the 2 transcribers, what they will be doing, it becomes necessary sometimes that textual evidence of an activity is also had, right? So I am talking here, you see that I am using fillers, I say right, I say yeah, all this. Right? Now when you do that in a textual mode, you cannot simply write, the professor said, right, right? I have to cut certain things, edit certain things when it is a textual document, right? So that is exactly a transcription where you will be converting the audio into text, right? And then you will be listening to the video or the audio and then you will type it and then finally edit it and give it to me as one good content. You will only take all those relevant things, put it as a document and then give it back to me. So whenever you listen to a video or an audio and then convert it into a textual document, that is called as the transcription, right? So transcription activities may also be done by Loyola Press Club members. Materials will be provided by me. Finally, I have so much pride in talking about this activity. I don't think anybody in Loyola, since the time I did my UG here, between 2005 and 2008, I did both my UG and PG here, right? Even the times I did my UG and PG here, I have never heard somebody do this. We are going to have an event called as Loyola Talks. Okay. Now this is not an event where like your Mudalvan Arjun and somebody else Raghuvaran. No, not that kind of an interview. It's going to be a one-on-one interview, right? So students of Loyola Press Club, right? Loyola Press Club members are going to contact teachers, non-teaching staff, even students, right? People within the campus, and then get permission from them to conduct an interview with them. What interview? A feel-good interview, right? So some professors, take for an example, my own HOD, right? He has been working in Loyola College for 33 years. And in 33 years, how much memory could he have about Loyola, right? So one of you could go ask him questions about it and then make it as a proper textual interview and then you submit it to me. We can publish it as something called as Loyola Talks. right? And we can put together, let's say, in 3 months, there are, 49 members, at least 20 of you decide to do interviews of various professors within the campus. You could decide, right? 2 of you could go together, you could share the club hours within yourself. But then when we finish doing that, let's say we do 20 different interviews, we can put together as a proper document. We can call it Loyola Talks. Now there are 2 options. One, you can do a normal voice recording interview, give the interview to me as a transcription. That you can do first, right? Why? Not all professors, all non-teaching staff or all students will say that we are okay to be videoed, right? Some might be worried about privacy, some are very shy, all those things are there. Not all might be interested in that. So those people, what you could do, you could have a set of questions, right? Or either the question, you would how can I make them talk? Right? What are the relevant questions you can ask them? Interviewing is a skill, right? If you have the skill, learn that skill, you could go ask them those questions, come back, draft it into a transcription, submit it to me. We can do something very authentic called as Loyola Talks. Let me tell you folks, nobody, as much as I know, in Loyola College has did this. If only all of you at least do one interview, whoever there is in this room, anybody, right? It could be even your friend whose life you want to capture, right? Why are you doing this? So that that particular person's life could be an inspiration to others when some of us read it, right? You don't worry about the marketing part. Right? In the sense, we can take it to our principal after we bind everything together. We can go and give it to him, and we can tell him to send it to all the alumni all over the world. Something like that we could do. I will take care of the marketing part. That we are doing together something authentic, something very original, right? That let me take care of that. But then the writing part, the effort part should come from you. If at all you can, let me know, right? We'll have a good start about it. Then next category, yes, interactive and participatory activity. I don't find it very bad if students ask questions, right? Forget about club orientation today. Raising questions, I cannot give you club bus. But then you remember after the guest of honor or inauguration talk, 2 students raised questions. Yes, right. 2 students raised questions, and then we gave them club bus, right? So this is going to be a continued activity in Loyola Press Club. If we have panel discussions, if we have industrial visits, right? In panel discussion, there will be other students who are only spectators. If you raise and ask question, I am going to readily give you 5 club hours, right? You go for industrial visits, they have something called as the PCR. What is the full form of PCR? Right, okay. Right, production control room. From the perspective of media, it's called production control room, right? Okay, doesn't mean, right? The thing is that a production control room is the place where everything about the media happens. It's a very small room. I was very surprised, right? Right? There will be 4 systems and then 2 people who can manage because of the power of technology, right? And then they are the ones who relay everything from everything, right? So I would see them, somebody in Polymer News, the one in the, the one who is reading the news is on constant touch with the person who is in the PCR room. Now somebody will call and report something. These people are in touch with them also. They say, we will put you back online. On the feed in the video, they are doing something. They have ready-made technology, right? So it was very interesting for me to go to this PCR in Pudhiya Talamurai. I'm sorry, I said Polymer, right? Pudhiya Talamurai. It would be a good opportunity for you to understand this side of media, right? I'm definitely trying to give you that experience, but when you go, ask questions, right? And if you ask questions, questions can be, not can be, will be incentivized, right? Then panelists, the 5 people who talk about a certain subject, they will be given more hours than the people raising questions, right? Panelists will be given 20 hours of club hours, right? 20 club hours, right? Now people asking questions, they will be only given 5 club hours, right? So you decide whether you want to be the panelist to getting 20 club hours, or you want to just raise question and get 5 club hours. You do, right? Then industrial visit, for attendance and participation alone, you get club hours for it. Writing lab exercises, once again, I will create a platform where You will be given activities like how to interview someone, how to create a magazine, right? How to create a newspaper using MS Word. I have some materials, right? One of the material is self-made. I made it myself. How to create a newspaper layout using MS Word itself. So when I post this, you will come back with this newspaper layout of your own thing. What you could do is that that will become the writing lab exercises. Right? There are many things like this. One quick example I would like to give you is that the writing lab exercises. Okay, maybe let me come to that a little later about writing lab exercises. I wanted to keep it right. So, club and faculty advisor assistants. These are the 4 avenues you could help the faculty advisor and the office bearers. Master of ceremony. You remember that our office bearer Kavin Chakravarti did the master of ceremony for inauguration. Any formal event we are going to have will have master of ceremony who compares the activities of that formal event. If you are interested in doing master of ceremony, you let me know through personal message on WhatsApp. Next time we have an event, we can club you with Kavin Chakravarti so that you do it together, and then you will be provided club bars for that, right? So a request will be given through WhatsApp. Photo documentation, right? But sadly and unfortunately it cannot be given to everybody. Otherwise what will happen? Everybody will lift in your cameras. It will be an awkward sight. Only 2 per event can be given photo, video documentation, responsibility. Textual documentation, you can do it. Like we are having club orientation now. If you go back home, you want to write a report on the club orientation, you can give me the club orientation report. I can give you club bars for it. But I have to I got to find out that if at all it satisfies the requirements of being a report. It cannot be some blabbering and then I cannot give you club bars for it. It has to be a proper. Alright. Okay. Now writing lab exercises. Yes, here it is. Okay. Now, I have carefully chosen few online courses for all of you to attempt. None of these are compulsory, don't worry. Right? None of these are compulsory, but you only have to observe one thing. What is the target club hours for you? How much should you finish? 60. But do you think as a faculty advisor, I plan only for 60 hours of activity in the semester, you can get it? Imagine this, inauguration, orientation, validation. 3 of them, how many hours? 10, 10, 10, 30 hours, right? So 3 activity. 1 industrial visit, 10, 40, right? So let's say I have 2 invited lectures and 60 hours totally, right? So what I could do, I could say that okay, 60 hours of activity completed, but what about you? What if you fall sick? Right? What if you are not able to get up from bed on that particular day when I have validation or club orientation, right? So as a faculty advisor, what responsibility I have? I cannot only prepare for 60 club hours of activity. In fact, you can ask my office bearers, how many hours of club activities have you planned for? Not 60, how much is it?
About 300.
300. We have planned 300 club hours of activities for this semester, for 3 months. Why? You do you think they are going to give me an award for doing that? Right? No, only this thing happens. Maybe it's on video. I don't know what to tell you now. Okay. Right. The thing is, it's not in my responsibility to dodge it away and then say that, hey, I'm not given any remuneration. I'm not giving any recognition. Why am I supposed to conduct activities? More than 60. I will complete 60. If you want to come, come. If you cannot come, go finish it next semester. Right? Easily say that, right? But then I have planned it for 300 hours. We have, right? Not I. We have planned it for 300 hours, and among which are some passive activities. Now, documentation writing, panelist, all these things are active, activities. I mean, active participatory activities. But then there are passive activities also. What do I mean by that is that very quickly go through all the titles, right? For example, diploma in journalism, introduction to journalism, English grammar and vocabulary, content creation, global digital literacy. This is not a random list. This is a very calculated list of courses which are available in one particular .com. I will reveal it to you a little later for free. Okay, these are all courses. This is a diploma course, right? And most of them are certificate courses, right? Now you can do these courses which are self-paced. Self-paced, na? Have you heard about self-paced courses? Simple. Self-paced courses are becoming very easy in the sense. Can you say that I don't like to wake up between 8:15 to 1:15 or stay awake between 8:15 to 1:15? Somebody could ask in the class, I only feel active from 12 midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning. Can you keep the college at 12 to 5? What do you think the principal will say? What do you think the principal will say? He'll give you the TC and then say, go to America, India 8 mani irukuma, 12 mani go there and do. Probably, right? Just the thing, right? But these self-paced courses, they do not require you to sit at a particular time. We call them self-paced. Right? You are a person, I am a person who can only, wake up, be awake till 10:30. I want to sleep I need to sleep between 10:30 to 6:30. Not all of you are like that. Maybe you find that it is very calm and peaceful in the night time, right? So what you would do is, these are all self-paced courses which you can attempt at any free time possible for you, right? So for example, take diploma in journalism, they will have 20 hours of video. Right? Now, if you can finish one course in 2 days, they will still give you a certificate. They won't say that you have to complete one semester only, then we'll give you a certificate. Right? If you want to finish it in 1 week, you can finish it in 1 week. If you want to finish it in 1 month, you can finish it in 1 month. If you want to finish it in 1 day, you can finish it in 1 day. There are courses which are for 4 hours, I have finished them in 4 hours. Right, and then get a certificate for it. At the end of the course, they give you the certificate. Right, they put cake and prasad. You have completed this so and so course. Right. So there is also an opportunity for you to not come to Loyola Press Club every day and talk about it. Just sit at your home, do any one of these courses from the websites I suggest to you. Send me the certificate through Google form. You will get club hours for it. Alright, so when we take all of these into consideration, you will have 300 hours of club service. Alright, now the rest of which I don't want to continue more about it. I have only given you the gist of it. You can read the manual. If you have doubts, we can have a doubt clearing session. You can come meet me anytime in the department. You could send a personal message to me, even email me, right? But thinking about the time constraint, I thought it would be better that we stop here. If you are thinking that you have few doubts, something I have missed out, I said let me tell you later. You can tell me now. I am ready to clear doubts also. We can take 5 minutes. All right, we can take 5 minutes. 3:45 we can. Yes, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay, right. So you want to know what is the .com name, right? It's Allison.com. Allison.com, right? Are there any other online certification course websites you know about? Coursera, right? Now we don't live in a world where you go and tell your parents, just because my dad is not a millionaire, I am like this, studying in Chennai, right? If only my dad had been Ambani, I would have studied in Harvard. Today you cannot say that. Technology is right behind our doors. You know why? It might seem like bragging to you. There is a course called CTCX, right? And nowhere in my dream I would have tried to do this course because it is offered by Harvard University, right? But then I came to know about this. I did this course given by Harvard University, and then I have a certificate from Harvard University. Online course. Right? So information is built, right? And being a Dr. K. Karan Prasad, I also wrote a research paper using the materials that were given during this course. That is how we could, make better use of things that come across you, right? So Allison.com may not give you Harvard courses because they're giving it to you for free, right? But then this could be a start. Right? So we are doing two things here. You are not only gathering information, you are getting incentivized through club hours. Right? So look at both of it also. Right. If you have any doubts, do ask me. Come.